Hi, I'm John with Traditions Performance Firearms, and today we're going to go over reassembling your Tracker inline muzzleloader. For any questions you have on the disassembly and or cleaning of your Tracker inline, please see our videos titled Tracker Inline Disassembly and Tracker Inline Cleaning. To begin reassembling of your Tracker inline, the first thing you want to check is to make sure you don't have any obstructions in your barrel. The easiest way to do that is to take your cleaning rod or range rod and just pass it through from breech to muzzle. If it passes through all the way past the muzzle, you know you don't have any obstructions in there and you can begin reassembling your gun. The next step in reassembling your gun is to put your pre-lubed, pre-greased breech plug back inside the barrel. To reinstall your breech plug, simply pass it through the ejection port. And use your breech plug disassembly tool to screw your plug back into the barrel. When you feel the shoulder of your plug made up to the shoulder inside your barrel, your breech plug is fully seated. From there, remove your tool. Take your barreled receiver and your stock and slowly slip your trigger through the hole in the trigger guard and realign your barrel to the receiver and slowly press them back into the channel. Once your barrel and receiver are fully seated in the channel, take your 5mm stock screw and slip it back in the hole just in front of your trigger guard, and using a 5mm Allen wrench, reinstall your stock screw. Once your stock screw head is fully seated against the countersink in the stock, perform a check of the barrel to stock fit just to make sure that nothing is loose or wiggling inside, to make sure you're getting a solid lockup on this stock screw. From that point, you can mount your gun back in your vise and reassemble your striker assembly into the rifle. To reinstall the striker assembly, simply take your striker, feed it in from the rear of the receiver with the bolt handle hole facing to your right, side with the safety. Make sure your safety is off and forward. Depress your trigger and push your striker forward up into the receiver. From this point, the bolt handle on the right-hand side, the hole recess, should align with the cutout in the receiver. Once these are in alignment, take your bolt handle, your striker handle, and just slip that into the hole. Once your striker handle is back into the recess in the side of the striker body, depress your trigger and push your striker all the way forward. To install your mainspring and threaded cap, make sure your striker is all the way forward and just slide your mainspring up inside the body of the striker and secure the mainspring in place with your threaded cap. Be sure to maintain forward pressure against the spring as you're putting this back in. When the shoulder of the cap meets the back of the receiver, just make sure it's good and finger tight. And from here, cock your rifle, and you can perform a slow function check. We do not recommend dry firing, but perform a slow function check by depressing your finger against the trigger, pulling your trigger, and just making sure that your gun fully mechanically functions. If your gun's functioning mechanically 100%, cock your rifle and put your rifle on safe. At this point, your rifle's fully reassembled. You can reinstall your ramrod and reinstall your optic if you have one.